big shout out to Twisted Liquor Store, and cheers to your prices.
Hello and welcome to your Peace Country podcast.
Hello and welcome. We are reposting an interview we did a while back in the Spotlight with Vinny from Bowling Stones 10 Pin Entertainment. But first, find out what you're going to do this Halloween weekend with some more upcoming events and a new We Got It at Manic. Enjoy.
Did you know Grande Prairie has its own secret garden? It's true, Elaine's unique plants and designs. If you love plants, you need to stop in and shop around. Located on the parking lot side of the farmers market, open 5 days a week. And now for upcoming events in the Peace Country.
You can pick up a Halloween boo bag for your pet at Bandaged Paws Animal Rescue Association. They're $30 each with a value of over $60 for cats and dogs. Ace of War presents the biggest indoor haunted house from October 22nd to the 31st. Latitude 55 is putting on Spins and Spirits, a vinyl Halloween on October 31st. The Lion's Den is having a Hallow weekend on November 1st to the 3rd. Hungry for Laughs Comedy Tour is coming to Grand Prairie on November 1st. Coming to Better Than Fred's on October 28th, JJ Wild. On Friday, November 15th, Goodbye Irish. The Danger Cats are coming back to the Peace. They'll be in Peace River at Athabascan Hall on November 8th and at 5 Mile Hall in Grand Prairie on November 9th. On Friday, November 8th and Saturday, November 9th, there'll be a Christmas market at the Byzantium Community Event Center. Webster's Community Hall will be having a Christmas craft show on November 8th and November 9th. Northern Spirit Light Show will be starting on November 14th at Evergreen Park. City Center is having a Vegas night on November 15th. Businesses will be open till 11 p.m. and you can win a $1,000 gift card to Grand Prairie City Center. One Bad Son is coming to Better Than Fred's on December 7th. Tickets are $45 in advance. And Kokanee Comedy Night at the Great Northern Casino every Wednesday.
If you have an event coming up and would like us to share on PcP, let us know at peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
Peace Country Podcast has a challenge for you. We will give you $100 cash if you spare a 710 split at Bowling Stones 10 Pin Entertainment Center in Grande Prairie, Alberta.
And now it's time for We Got It at Manic with Ryan.
G'day guys, this is just Ryan here at Manic Records and Collectibles. Today I'm going to talk to you about Metallica's album Garage Inc. This came out November 24th, 1998 in Electric Records. Has a bunch of deadly songs on it like Whiskey in the Jar, The More I See, The Stone Cold Crazy, and I Am Evil, and a bunch of others. If you do need a copy, I have a copy here at the shop.
And we got it at Manic Records and Collectibles, located in the Prairie Plaza next to Audio Concepts.
And now for the Peace Country Spotlight.
We're here at Bowling Stones 10 Pin Entertainment. Is that right?
That's correct.
With Vinny. Vinny, thanks for having us here.
Thanks for thinking of us.
So let's get into it. What made you decide to open a 10 Pin bowling lane in Grand Prairie, Alberta?
Well, it was kind of a long story, but we always thought Grand Prairie needed another source of entertainment at the time. So we started inquiring about opening a 10 Pin bowling center and found out that one was already kind of in construction. So we kind of just let that be, and it opened up, and we ended up joining their bowling league one night because we wanted to come bowling, and ended up getting to know the owners very well and kind of shared our story. And it was a very short time after they opened that we actually took over the business and made an offer and changed it to Bowling Stones. So
what was it called originally?
It was Westgate Lanes.
A little bit of GP history.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, not too many people know that, but it was a short transition. And
so what did you do before opening Bowling Stones?
A few things, but my last job, I was also self-employed, so I had a photography business actually, and we contracted schools throughout the Peace Country all the way up to High Level, Yellowknife, and then all the way as far as Fort St. John, Fort Nelson. So I actually had the largest geographical territory for the franchise at the time. So it was a lot of traveling, a lot of time on the road, a lot of time on your feet, long hours, and I was kind of ready for a change after 9 years doing that. So that was a business my father had, and I actually took over from him. So learned a lot from my dad, and yeah, it was definitely a change from the photography to the bowling alley. So
Yeah, well, working in the oil field, I understand wanting to be home more often.
for sure, hitting your head on your own pillow feels good.
Yeah, for sure. Is your dad involved with Bowling Stones?
No, not at all. No, they moved to Comox to Vancouver Island many years ago, and I just have one partner who's my brother. So we partnered together. Sometimes they say don't mix business with family, but it's been a great venture with my brother Dan, and we both complement each other well with different skill sets. So yeah, it's been a really good ride together. So
So definitely family-run business.
for sure, yeah, owned and operated, yeah.
So when did you first open the doors?
2007, summer of 2007. So we're going on 17 years this year. It's hard to believe, actually.
Oh wow. I came here in 2008, so
Oh, really? Yeah.
I just missed it.
Where did you come from again?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia, that's right.
Is there a story behind your name?
A little bit. You know, it's always difficult coming up with a name that you think is going to appeal to everyone, that's going to be catchy. So when we were thinking of names, we probably had a handful, probably 20 or so different names that we came up with and kind of wrote them down and decided not to ask too many friends and family their input, but just a select few family. Otherwise, you get too many people deciding. But yeah, we had several names. One, our last name's Goff, so we had Golf Ball Lanes, but it kind of sounded like a golf ball. It was kind of a little confusing. Yeah, so we had a handful of names, and Bowling Stones just kind of had a nice ring to it. Rolling Stones, you know, like rolling a ball, Rolling Stones. So we really kind of, that one stood out the most.
So you didn't want Uncle Joe getting in there. Oh, call it Uncle Joe's Lanes.
Yeah, we had a few different ones, but
What experiences would you like your customers to have?
being in the entertainment industry, I feel the most important thing is that everyone has a good time. So, you know, our guests come to celebrate birthdays, corporate events, family gatherings, date night. You know, it's endless. So, you know, we just want everyone to come have a good time and refer, you know, to another friend or host their party here when they so choose. But yeah, mainly just coming down and enjoying the recreational sport of bowling.
What's the most fulfilling part about running your business?
Yeah, it's hard to just pick one most fulfilling thing, but I would say just seeing the joy and excitement of, you know, kids coming down and using the bowling ramp for the first time and knocking the pins down and jumping out of excitement. And we've had kids crying when they're leaving because they're upset because they don't want to leave. But it's just nice seeing families and friends and, you know, date nights and corporate events and team building and just people getting together to have a good time and just get away from everyday stresses in life, you know, come unwind and have some fun. So
Yeah, it's great fun. What are all the services that you offer here?
So in our name, we're Bowling Stones 10-Pin Entertainment Center, as we're not just bowling, so we're more than just bowling. So we do have billiard tables, we have arcade games. Like I said, we host birthdays, corporate events, school groups. So yeah, it's an entertainment center that's suitable for all ages, and that's the one great thing about bowling is you don't have to be an expert in bowling. Everybody can bowl, everybody can throw a ball. It's kind of a sport that kind of brings people together and all ages from, we say, 2 years old to 99 grandma and grandpa. Everybody can bowl. We have, you know, different weighted balls and bumpers for the kids and dinosaur ramps, so it really makes it suitable for all ages and all groups.
Do you have any crazy stories that you want to share with us?
Well, that I want to share is this: we have a slogan around here: what happens in the alley stays in the alley. So I could tell that one about you and me. I'm just kidding. You know what? I don't know about crazy stories, but my most memorable moment, one of them, would be when our good friend, great customer, he's like a brother to me, his name's Ryan McDowell. He bowled a perfect game, a 300. This was just a few years ago, so in 17 years, we've never had a perfect game. There's been many close attempts, and he actually, the previous year, had a 299. So he knocked down all the pins to the last frame, and he got 9, and we were all kind of watching. You know, you always stay back when someone's having a high game. You don't kind of let them know that you're watching. I do anyways, 'cause I feel like it puts pressure. So we watched him the year previous come so close, and yeah, he's since then bowled 2 perfect games, which is a 300. So it was pretty emotional. I cried, I'll be honest. I think as I get older, I'm getting a little more emotional. I don't know, but it was awesome to see. Like, it was amazing, yeah. And big credit to my general manager, Scott, who does a lot for us. And without him, you know, as I mentioned about the other team members, but he really, really, really alleviates a lot of pressure from me. So I'm very thankful for him as well. So
Shout out.
yeah.
Has your motivations changed since opening?
I'm not sure if it's changed, but maybe have adapted. You know, the goal is still to provide, excuse me, quality entertainment at a reasonable price for all demographics and age groups. So I think we've kind of maintained that over the years. We create an atmosphere that's friendly for everyone. Pricing, I feel, is very reasonable for entertainment today's economy. And you know, we do have our regular pricing, but I also in the summer do specials to make it a little more economical for families to come. So we do all you can bowl Tuesdays for a certain price, Cosmic Wild Wednesdays, so we get the glow lights for regular pricing, $4 Thursdays, so $4 games, and then like a family package on Fridays where they get pizza, a pitcher of pop, and an hour of bowling for, I think it's $59. So, you know, we try to keep things reasonable for the community, and yeah.
Perfect. Giving back to the community, that important to you?
Absolutely. That's one of the most important things I think about any business is trying to be involved in the community or giving back as much as possible. So I've donated to every single charity or silent auction, sports team, nonprofit group that's ever asked for a donation. So, you know, that's important to us. We also give back, like I mentioned before, to make things easier for some families or groups that, you know, it might be a tight budget to do entertainment. So I donate 4 free passes to every student in every school division every summer. So every student, there's 20,000 plus students in the public county and Catholic school district. So yeah, every year, every student gets a 4 punch card bowling pass to use for the summer, and we've actually extended it now throughout the year so they can use it throughout the year.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Looking forward to my son bringing that home.
Yeah, for sure.
If you had to do it all over again, would you?
Absolutely.
Is there anything you would change?
I mean, I think learning and as you go is part of creating the business. I mean, there might be a few things that I would do differently or change for sure. But, you know, I wouldn't be where I'm at without the learning experiences that have been created.
How do you see the future of your business?
Every year we try to pick one thing to upgrade. So I'm not sure if you noticed, we painted the building last year. So we painted the building and put up some new signs. The signs are amazing. I can change them to different colors. So I'm not sure if you're an Oilers fan. But I got the Oilers colors up now, so the orange and blue. So depending on the time of year, Christmas, we'll change the colors. But having that nice curb appeal, it was something we wanted to change for a long time. So I have many projects within the facility as well, you know, changing the flooring and seating and bowling screens. But, you know, those we kind of pick a project every year to try and upgrade to keep it fresh and, yeah.
Yeah, it was only was it this year that you upgraded the lanes themselves, or last year?
As in, sorry?
Didn't you upgrade the lanes, like take them out, re-level, and...
Yeah, so yeah, that's a great point. That's something we do every year, is we take the lanes up and we re-level them. So it's a process that I had to learn with one of the gentlemen who work for my brother. So we kind of took that job on many years ago, and that was a learning experience, but it's not the funnest thing to do. So I'm glad we only have to do it once a year.
I didn't realize it was once a year thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So
the bowling alley I used to work at, that thing was built in the 60s, and those lanes were never...
Why don't you share that story? Because you were telling me this is like, you're like an old school pin boy.
Well, there's not much to tell. I
but-
was back in 1992. It's more cleaning out ashtrays and
Oh, yeah.
running down when the ball doesn't get returned.
Oh, okay.
Sticking your hand in a rotating piece of equipment to
Ooh.
send it back.
Did you ever get injured or
Nope.
get hit with a ball? No.
No. Got yelled at a couple of times.
Yeah.
You go run down to go chase the ball, and the guy,
Distracted him.
is distracted and blames it on you. And
Oh yeah.
any
There's
excuse,
lots of
right?
bowling excuses. Yeah, for sure. And
It's definitely not his bowling.
I've used them myself.
Do you have any events or anything coming up you'd like to tell us about?
Well, we just finished all our leagues, so we just had our two biggest events is our league banquet every year. So every year we get all the leagues together and we host a bowling Stonies night. So we hand out some awards and we serve some food. This year was from Better Than Fred's. We have a little party after, and yeah, everyone just kind of lets loose. We do a theme every year, so this year was Vegas theme. My staff convinced me to dress up as Elvis. Not sure I thought about it, but it actually went good. Sang on the mic for the first time, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, to my manager, which I'll probably never do again. But we always try to create a good event for our bowlers. They're a big part of our business, so we like to treat them well, and then we don't see them all summer because they're out enjoying golfing and baseball. So for events, yeah, we just have our summer specials coming up. So May 15th, I kind of spoke about that before. We have something every day during the week except for Mondays. So Tuesdays, all you can bowl. Wild Wednesdays is Cosmic Bowling for regular pricing, and then $4 Thursdays and family package on Fridays.
Great. And what's your hours of operation?
We are open every day of the year except Christmas. During the weekday, we are open 2 till 11 p.m. year round. So Monday to Thursday. Fridays and Saturdays we're open 11 a.m. until midnight, and Sundays 11 a.m. until 10 a.m. And then we're also open early for school groups throughout the week.
And your location?
We are in the Gateway Power Center, located close to Walmart and the new hospital and the casino.
Sweet. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time and letting us get to know you a little bit.
I appreciate it, and you've always been a great customer of ours, so thank you so much for supporting us. And I'm not sure if we should talk about the challenge that you donated here, but maybe I'll say something about it.
All right.
A few years ago, Doug came in and wanted to donate $100 for anyone who could get a 7-10 split, which is probably one of the toughest shots in bowling. And was it about 3 years ago-ish? Or
Yeah, it was
like
the
summer
height of COVID.
Yeah. We don't say that word around here. We use the C word. So yeah, to date, we haven't had anyone who's completed the 7-10 split yet. So maybe after this podcast, we can hit the lanes. I'll set it up and see if you can win your $100 back. I'll double or nothing it.
Double or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Maybe.
We'll both throw one ball.
I don't know, my rotator cuff, like I said.
Yeah. Oh, see, well, I have bad ankles, like I said.
Oh.
I guess we're even playing
Even
ground.
handicap?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Doug.
I'm thinking about college this fall. What should I know?
Did you know there are tax credits available, such as the Refundable Canada Training Credit and the Tuition Tax Credit, that you may be eligible for?
Cedar CPA, we have the answers. Find us on Instagram.
That's all we got for you this week. You can find us on Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. Please hit those subscribe, shares, and likes, and we'll be back here next week. This podcast only works because you listen. So thank you for listening.
What would you like to hear on PCP? Let us know by email, peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
22 Media.